What were you hoping to hear today?
What I was hoping to hear is that, the Prime Minister Carney and President Trump had a very, very good meeting, and that it included a number of things, including tariffs, and in particular for British Columbia and Western Canada, is duties on lumber products for both the primary sector, not only in BC, but across Canada, and secondary manufacturers that have been hit with first 14.5%, then 35% duty, and effective on the 14th of October, up to 45% duty on exported products in a duty. Add to that another 25% duty to companies that are manufacturing furniture and other fiber related products that go into the United States. It is bizarre. But I had hoped that that would become a major issue of discussion. And I'm afraid so far that it isn't, that the focus likely was on auto, steel, and aluminum and not about lumber. That really, really bothers me immensely and should for forest manufacturing companies throughout Canada, but in particular Alberta and British Columbia. And I believe the time has come for us in British Columbia and manufacturers of lumber manufacture that affects all the regions throughout the province of British Columbia. There used to be 120 sawmills in British Columbia. 60 of them have been closed down. More to follow. Value-added manufacturers. There used to be 800 value-added manufacturing companies in British Columbia. Now there is less than 100, which are all, as we speak, in danger, including our own. And we are in northern British Columbia, we used to have 40 secondary manufacturing companies. Now there are in northern British Columbia maybe 4 or 5, and all of them feel that they will be out of business or going out of business, and the ones that don't wish they were, including us.
You
So
wish you
I'm
were.
really, really disappointed with the federal government, and equally disappointed with the premier of the province of British Columbia.
Okay. Let me get to calls in a moment here, but I really want to follow up with you. You know, you sound very frustrated. How much
Yes.
of that decline is due to, we've seen a decline in the forest industry even prior to these tariffs, but what is the impact of these tariffs specifically on the industry?
Well, that you can well imagine if you have to pay 45% duties into the market of the United States, no one can afford to do that. Already the forest industry was in trouble even before the duties were
Right.
put in at 14.5%, then 35, now 45%. If the objective of the Trump government is and the U.S. softwood lumber alliance, if it is their objective to destroy the forest industry in Canada, they are well in the way to doing that. And the frustrating part about it is that Trump, regardless of all of this, once the lumber or the housing industry is back to normal in the United States, 1.5 million starts is usually the indicator. It's about half of that now. They will always be short at least 25 to 35% of the lumber required to build those houses. They simply don't have it. They cannot knock down all their parks. And regardless of Trump is saying they have enough, no, they don't. And that is the reality.